Welcome to Growth Hack by Poppy Digital. Tips and tricks to master the algorithms from industry insiders. Now here's your host, Julian Espinoza.
Hi, this is Julian Espinoza from Poppy Digital. On today's episode, we're going to talk about why digital marketing fails. If you can avoid these 6 reasons and implement a process, you have a marketing system built to get results. Reason number 1, why digital marketing campaigns fail: target audience. Many businesses believe they've identified their target audience, and for all intents and purposes, I hope they have. With that being said, we've worked with thousands of customers over the last decade. I can tell you that is simply not the case. Companies have a fear of niching down to a precise audience. And for those who actually have a target audience, it's just not specific enough when it comes to marketing online. Some of you might be wondering, why do you need to be so specific when you market online? The simple answer is money. Isn't it always? The large tech giants like Facebook, Google, and Twitter are monsters with huge revenue appetites. These companies need to bring in a lot of revenue to not only maintain, but grow their stock prices. The way these tech giants do it is by acquiring smaller companies that have lots of users. Example, Facebook bought Instagram, Google bought YouTube. They buy these properties to monetize them. How do they monetize them? With ad revenue. They design these platforms to create great user experiences while showing ads to users. Facebook has done this so well, in fact, that last year, in 2018, they netted $55 billion in ad revenue, up 55% from 2017. So what does this have anything to do with target audience? Companies are always looking to find cost-effective ways to market to customers. Well, the secret's out. Right now, social media is a cost-effective channel to gain new customers. Companies are chomping at the bit and rushing to advertise. The result is available ad inventory is starting to run out and cause inflation, upping the price of what it costs to market to people on social media. Meaning, if it's progressively getting more expensive to show ads to users, our same marketing dollars reach less users. If we're reaching less users, the amount of users we convert into buyers is less, which is increasing our cost to acquire a customer. With our cost to acquiring customers going up, our profit margins decrease. The way we can counter and maintain profit margins is by marketing specifically to the consumer who is most likely to buy. The way we do that is by narrowing down our target audience and marketing to them specifically. If you're looking for more information or want to know if your target audience is specific enough for digital marketing, listen to episode 2. We'll dive deep and discuss solutions to finding and narrowing down your target audience. Reason number 2, not selecting the right channels. There are certain platforms that different demographics use. As an example, 65-year-old men are not likely using Snapchat. Most people understand that, but there will be a few that might say, well, my grandfather downloaded Snapchat. And while yes, there are probably 2 65-year-old men that have downloaded Snapchat, the majority have not. So the question is, where do 65-year-old men spend their time on the internet? I've saved you the Google searches. They are on Facebook. In fact, there are 8 million active Facebook accounts for men 65 and older. How do we know this? We use something called Audience Insights.
Facebook Audience Insights gives you comprehensive information about people on Facebook. This tool allows you to see age and gender breakdowns, also education levels, job titles, relationship status, and more.
Now, if we're going to market to 21-year-olds, what channel are they on? According to Pew Research Center, 73% of people between the ages of 18 to 24 have active Snapchat and Instagram accounts. The idea being that you need to know where your audience spends their time. If you're advertising on a channel that your audience isn't on, you can expect to have little results. The next one gets a little more complicated. Reason number 3, approaching the channel with the wrong content. We know who the audience is. We know where to find them. Now the question is, what do we show them? What kind of ad would convert a viewer into a lead or a customer? Do we show them a video of the product? Do we show them pictures of people using the product? Do we show them an informative blog post? This is where a lot of campaigns fail. Content. So, where do you begin? Every channel has its requirements and limitations. Let's use Instagram as an example. In your feed, you can post a video that lasts up to 60 seconds. On Instagram Stories, you can post a vertical video that lasts up to 15 seconds. These type of requirements and limitations affect the ad you're going to use. Research the channel where your audience is and what type of content is performing well. Here's a secret. Use video. 64% of people say they are more likely to make a purchase after seeing branded videos. With the right target audience, the right channel, and the right content, how could a campaign go wrong? Reason number 4, lack of frequency.
Frequency is the average number of times each person has seen your advertisement.
You can't show an ad once and expect results. Many companies who try advertising online don't take advantage of warm marketing. What is warm marketing? It means showing ads to users who have engaged or visited your website. Essentially, they are not a first-time viewer. It's someone who already knows you and is interested in coming back. At this point, they haven't made a purchase. The intention of these ads is to get them to convert into a buyer.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news.
Hello, this is Henry from Google. From our 2020 report, new data reveals that people shop online in unique and varied ways, even within categories and products. No two consumer journeys are exactly alike. In fact, even within the same category or item, journeys differ radically. Revealing average buying cycle data is no longer relevant. An example from our study shows different consumer journeys when buying a car. Example 1: consumer took 6 days and over 600 touch points to make a purchase, as compared to someone else purchasing a similar car took 1 day and 120 touch points. These touch points can be reviews, product pages, videos, photos, and even virtual reality experiences. Consumers now expect to be assisted everywhere. If your brand isn't there, another brand will be.
This tactic has been the best performers for my customers, bar none. It's extremely rare for people to buy something after the first time they've been marketed to them. Bottom line, don't expect success after marketing to someone once. Plan for continued advertising using warm marketing when you can. Over the rest of this season, we will go into specifics on how to do warm marketing and track results. Make sure you stay tuned. Reason number 5, lack of testing. A lot of people put campaigns out there and let them run for a month. They realize they didn't work, and after a month they say, okay, Facebook marketing didn't work for my kind of business. I tried it, it was a failure, so I'm done with it. They give up. What they don't realize is that it does work. They just haven't implemented a system to make sure it does. It's not common for campaigns to be successful right out of the gate. So what do you do when you aren't having success? You test. The test is the target audience. The test is the channel. And most importantly, you test the type of content. Let's say you try video and your video isn't performing. Try another video. Let's say that video didn't work. Try a graphic-based ad. Let's say that didn't work. Try another graphic. At that point, if your ad's aren't working, it's a potential you have issues with your target audience or, more likely, your landing page. I won't open that can of worms right now, but where you take your users is utterly critical. So here's a tip. At Poppy Digital, when we launch a campaign, we like to launch with several types of options and several types of content to see what is working. If you follow a process, you're going to get results. But how do you know if you're going to get results? Reason number 6, not having analytics and tracking. This seems obvious, but I can tell you many businesses do not do this. When you're running digital marketing campaigns, you want to know where your traffic is coming from and which ad is performing well. This doesn't happen without implementing a system. So here's a tip. Start with Google Analytics. That is going to be your key in knowing where your traffic is coming from. And Google Analytics does just that. If you're a business that generates leads, you need to set up goal tracking. If you're a business that sells product, you need to set up e-commerce on analytics. If you're looking for more information about tracking and the results of campaigns, listen to the upcoming episode this season. Reminder, for those of you who want solutions to the root cause of digital marketing failures, listen to our next episode and we'll teach you how to solve them. Thank you for listening.